Welcome. Today, we're diving into the essential topics of self-love and healing. In a world that often pushes us to seek external validation, it's crucial to remember that the deepest love comes from within. We'll explore why self-love and healing are vital, how they're connected, and practical steps you can take to start embracing your true self. Join me as we embark on this transformative journey together. In our fast-paced world where external validation often takes precedence, we can easily overlook the importance of nurturing ourselves. Self-love is not just a trendy buzzword, it is essential for leading a fulfilling life. Today, we'll explore what self-love truly means, the significance of healing through self-love, and practical steps you can take to start this transformative journey. First, let's define self-love. Self-love is about recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with kindness and respect. It's believing that you are deserving of happiness and fulfillment, not just when you achieve certain goals, but simply because you exist. This foundation encourages you to embrace both your strengths and your flaws. To clarify, let's distinguish self-love from self-esteem. While self-esteem relates to how we perceive ourselves in relation to others or our accomplishments, self-love is more profound and rooted in unconditional acceptance. It is about being compassionate toward ourselves, regardless of our external circumstances. Remember, self-love is not selfish. It's necessary for our overall well-being. Now, why is self-love important? It's crucial for several reasons. Mental health. Studies show a direct link between self-love and mental health. According to a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, individuals with high levels of self-compassion report higher levels of happiness and lower levels of anxiety and depression. This means that when we treat ourselves kindly, we can significantly improve our emotional state. Resilience. Self-love nurtures your resilience. When you love yourself, facing challenges becomes more manageable. You're more inclined to learn from failures rather than be defined by them. Healthy relationships. When you cultivate self-love, you set a positive example for others. The healthier your relationship with yourself, the healthier your relationships with others tend to be. You're less likely to settle for toxic dynamics because you understand your worth. Pursuing goals. Self-love empowers you to pursue your goals with passion. You become more optimistic and confident in your abilities, which can lead to greater achievements. Despite its benefits, many of us face barriers to self-love. Let's discuss some common obstacles. Negative self-talk. Often, we can be our own worst critic. Phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve happiness," can become ingrained in our minds. It's essential to recognize these thoughts and challenge them. Past trauma. Experiences of trauma or neglect can create roadblocks in our ability to love ourselves. Healing from these experiences often requires intentional work. Societal expectations. We live in a society that promotes comparison and competition. Social media often exacerbates this, making it easy to feel inadequate. Remember, what you see online is often curated and does not reflect reality. Fear of judgment. Sometimes, the fear of how others perceive us can prevent us from being true to ourselves. It's crucial to understand that your worth is not based on others' opinions. Take a moment to reflect. What barriers are you facing in your journey towards self-love? Identifying them is the first step to overcoming them. So, how can we actively cultivate self-love? Here are some practical steps you can start implementing today. Self-acceptance. Begin by embracing your imperfections. Instead of focusing on what you wish you could change, celebrate your uniqueness. Consider keeping a list of your strengths and accomplishments. Positive affirmations. Implement daily affirmations into your routine. These are positive statements that help challenge negative thoughts. For instance, you might start each day by saying, "I am worthy of love and kindness," or I am capable of achieving my dreams. Engage in self-care practices. Take time each day to participate in activities you enjoy. This could include reading, going for walks, practicing yoga, or indulging in a warm bath. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness helps ground you in the present moment and reduces anxiety about the past or future. Consider practicing meditation for a few minutes daily to calm your mind. Set healthy boundaries. Learn the importance of saying no when necessary. Protecting your time and energy is crucial for maintaining your mental health. Seek support. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Surround yourself with supportive friends and loved ones. Consider joining a support group or seeking therapy if you need a more guided journey. Self-love also plays a vital role in healing from past wounds. When we learn to love ourselves, we can finally process and let go of painful experiences. For instance, if you've faced rejection or trauma, self-love allows you to recognize that these events do not define your worth. Let me share a brief personal story about my journey with self-love. A few years ago, I found myself in a difficult period of life. I had just gone through a challenging breakup, and I felt completely lost. The relationship had left me feeling worthless and insecure, and I spent most of my days ruminating on what went wrong, constantly criticizing myself. I would look in the mirror and focus solely on my perceived flaws, my skin, my weight, and every little thing I wished I could change. This negative self-talk became a routine, and I quickly spiraled into a cycle of sadness and self-doubt. I was constantly comparing myself to friends and social media influencers, feeling even more inadequate. One evening, after a particularly tough day, I stumbled across a book about self-love and healing. Intrigued yet skeptical, I decided to give it a chance. The book encouraged readers to start a self-love journal where you write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself each day. At first, this felt impossible. I could think of a dozen negative things but struggled to list positive ones. Yet, something in me pushed to try. The first day, I managed to write down, I am a good listener, I am resilient, and I have a creative spirit. They felt insignificant compared to my criticisms, but I kept going. Slowly, I began to notice changes. Writing down those positive thoughts shifted my focus over time. Instead of obsessing over what I lacked, I started to celebrate what I brought to the world. As weeks went by, I also started replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Whenever I caught myself thinking something negative like, I'm not enough, I would counter it with, I am enough exactly as I am. Over time, those affirmations began to stick, and I found that my self-image started to improve. Through this journey, I learned that self-love isn't just about feeling good. It's also about nurturing yourself, accepting imperfections, and forgiving yourself. I began setting healthy boundaries in my relationships and focusing on pursuing passions that brought me joy. That experience taught me that self-love is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. Today, I am much kinder to myself, and whenever I encounter challenges, I remind myself of how far I've come. Rather than feeling alone, I embrace the understanding that I am worthy of love, especially my own. By embracing self-love during difficult times, we discover the strength to forgive ourselves and others, which facilitates true healing. Remember, healing takes time, and it's a journey worth taking. In conclusion, self-love is not just a trendy concept. It's fundamental to leading a fulfilling life. Finding ways to practice self-love in your daily routine can transform not only how you view yourself, but also how you interact with the world. I encourage you to take one small step today, whether it's writing down affirmations or setting a boundary, and start your journey toward embracing who you are. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you practice self-love in your life. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content related to mental health and self-care. Remember, you are worthy of love, especially from yourself. Take that first step today toward embracing your true self. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.